So what I've done today, I've come back to Collette Park in Parramatta, and you may remember several years ago I did that video connecting this monument to the Mortdale Memorial Park, that way. Also a connection up to the Sphinx Memorial at North Parramatta, and also directly down the centre between those two alignments, connecting to Dudley Page Reserve at Dover Heights, and I connected them all up, and also that central alignment goes through the Sydney Harbour Bridge as well, through the deck of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And I connected them all up, connected the dots, so to speak, and it made a nice sort of pyramid shape. And I thought that was quite interesting. I had another look at that video just the other day, and I thought that's a pretty good video, because considering all those distances, say from here to Mortdale, here to the Sphinx Memorial, are exactly the same, or about the same. The angles are the same. The same from Dudley Page Reserve to Mortdale, and from Dudley Page Reserve to the Sphinx Memorial, also about the same distance, about the similar angles, or pretty much the same angles. But what I want to show you today is just this little alignment that I sort of found a little while ago, but I've just never really gotten around to documenting it. So connecting from here, an alignment to the All Saints Anglican Church down in this direction, which is about 1 kilometre down the road. It's quite interesting. I found it interesting because you'll see that the alignment matches with the central line of the roof line of the church, and which is interesting because the church is set back at an angle off the road. The church is not parallel with the road, so it's another one of those sort of interesting sort of positioned structures, you know, that doesn't sort of match the road. It's not square with the road. Anyway, so I'll show you that, but also something else I want to show you that's really interesting. So the alignment basically goes from here, just sort of follows Victoria Road down this way, but it's sort of in off the road, and you'll see what I mean. But where the real interesting thing is, I want to show you, is about halfway there's this block of apartments, and just over the doorway out the front of the apartments, there's this really interesting sort of public art sort of thing that they attach with a lot of these buildings now, where this alignment goes directly through the centre of it, and I just think it's interesting. So we'll just go and have a quick look at that. Alright, so I'm down at All Saints now, which is the church in question that I was telling you about, where this alignment goes along the central roof. So this is Victoria Road, looking back up towards Collette Park. You might be able to see it way off there in the distance. Put up that way, and my giant finger. But the alignment is off. It's sort of off this way. Okay. And yeah, it's in off the road, off this way. Well, as you can see, the church is set way back, and it's not parallel with the road. Now, I was looking, even if the road at once upon a time did go through this way. The church, I don't think it's still parallel with the road either. But I've checked out some old maps and old aerial photographs and whatever, and from what I can tell, the road has always had this kink in it here. So here we are. We'll just have a quick wander around here. (1846) this was built, apparently. I have no idea what this says. Can you read that? What else have we got here? There's another one. The forest tree. Yeah. So that's All Saints. So just halfway down now. This is that block of apartments I was telling you about. So I've got Collette Park is up that way. Okay, and All Saints Church is down that way. Okay. And over there, right on the alignment, you've got this thing. I'll go over and have a look at it. But interesting because it's directly on the alignment, like it goes right through it. So we'll go over and have a look at it. Now, when I first saw them, I don't know, because there's a Middle Eastern restaurant over there, and I just thought it had something to do with the restaurant, or I don't know, something. And then I made some inquiries, and someone said, "Well, no, it's not part of the restaurant. It's actually part of." I was told that it was part of the building. So whether the restaurant's there or not, it was there before the restaurant, I was told. And and I looked at it and I looked at it and I just thought, and I couldn't help but thinking that it just looks like tentacles. So it's sort of like like it's got a central structure to it, and it's sort of like hollow. But if you sort of follow the outline, you can see that it's like that they're like, it's like a tentacles, I reckon. And I thought, fuck, that's really interesting. So you've got this symbology of tentacles coming out of the ground where this alignment, this ley line goes through. And I thought, tentacles coming out of the ground, what does that mean? So I looked it up, and there's a myriad of different things. So what I did, I just went to AI and I typed in symbology of tentacles coming out of the ground, and it gave me a list of stuff, and I'll show you that now. But very interesting reading, actually. Yeah, I'll let you decide what that all means, but yeah, really strange. So it's not part of the restaurant, it's part of the building itself. It was built as part of the building, right? So it's just a lot of these modern apartment buildings now have some sort of public art attached to it, and there's a whole lot of other stuff that I want to show you on that, maybe in my next video, just in regards to apartments and things that sort of are attached to the side of them or out the front of them, and they all sort of line up with other stuff. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Very strange.